Hello, my beautiful boss slaymates. It's me, Ikenisha, your favorite boutique consultant, and today I want to talk about something that I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about. And the reason why I'm going to be talking about it is because, as you all know, I do a lot of website audits. And in the past, I used to not only build websites for boutique owners, but I used to also fix websites for boutique owners. So one thing that I have noticed when I have been doing website audits and when I was doing those website corrections in the past is that a lot of people, instead of building their websites themselves on Shopify, they were using someone off of Fiverr, or they may have been using a designer, but majority of the time they found a designer off of Fiverr. So I want to talk about the dangers of doing that and why so many people end up having to get their websites corrected or redone, or they end up having to push off their launch because something isn't right with their website. So the very first thing that I want you all to know with Fiverr is that not everyone on Fiverr is an expert. Some of them are self-proclaimed experts, and some of them think that they know certain things because they're self-taught, or they've been told, oh, hey, you should do this because you do so well, blah, 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 things of that nature. So not everyone on Fiverr is an expert, and you have to think about it. People that are experts are not going to charge these small amounts that people charge on Fiverr. People on Fiverr are using it as like a side hustle or a way to get out of their 9 to 5, something like that. So once again, sorry, as you all know, I'm outside and it's the holidays. People are grilling and stuff, and of course a little fly wants to pop around because I'm filming. I was sitting out here playing a game on my phone for a while, not one fly in sight. I decided to record. Here comes the little buzzy. Anyway, so not everyone on Fiverr is an expert. So therefore, you're not going to get expert work. You might as well do it yourself. Learn it yourself and do it. The next thing about using someone on Fiverr is that when it comes to building a website that is for an online boutique selling clothes, whether it's men, women, or kids, is not the exact same as building any other website. There are a lot of things that have to be on a boutique's website, whether it is for the customer to see or for you, the owner, to see in the admin side. And a lot of people on Fiverr do not know that. So therefore, when it comes to, for example, let's say I am auditing someone's site and I go through and I see that the website is very nicely done, but when I go to the admin part of Shopify and I go into how they created their product, I see that the CPI, which is the cost per item, is not filled in for any of their products. If their CPI is not filled out, that means that their margin and profit is also not showing up. So therefore, it tells me two things. One, you didn't tell your designer to fill that in for you when they were adding your products for you. And two, you don't know what you're making if you've already launched. So you don't know what your profit is, you don't know what your margin is, and you probably don't even know what any of that means because you didn't fill it in for your cost per item. So that is a double-edged sword because you may know it, but you don't tell your designer to do it, and they may not ask because they don't know to ask for that information. Then if you don't know, then your designer doesn't know either. So either way, you're shooting yourself in the foot because you're forgetting a vital step when it comes to adding your product. Another thing that I noticed on boutique websites that are done by someone on Fiverr, those people tend to use a lot of stock photos. I don't mean vendor photos. Those are two different things. A stock photo is when you go to a website such as Burst or I haven't done stock photos in so long, I've forgotten other websites. But any other website, or let's say Canva, for example. You know how when you're on Canva and you can go and add like a background or any photo off of Canva, like if it's a person or, any sort of photo off Canva. Those are stock photos that you have permission to use. So I'm noticing that a lot of people on Fiverr, when they do someone else's website that is for fashion, they will find a fashion stock photo and they will put those photos in like the slideshow at the top or the banner. They'll put it in the collection pages for the top banner. Anywhere that you need a photo, instead of using a photo that the boutique owner should have given them. So what I'm saying with that is, if you are someone who had your site designed by someone on Fiverr and your slideshow banner has a photo of something that you don't sell, and it's a really nice photo. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them use really good stock photos. However, if the photo is really nice and the person in the photo is wearing this gorgeous outfit, or the rack of clothes has all these gorgeous outfits on them, or tops or whatever, your customer may want to click on that banner to find that item in that photo. And guess what? They're going to be disappointed because you're using a stock photo. So they can't find that item to even give you a sale. So I've never understood why boutique owners, when they get their sites done, why you all allow people to add stock photos. You should never be adding photos to a website of things you don't sell. What type of sense does that make? And I'm even seeing people who don't use someone off Fiverr and they just, do their own website, are still using stock photos. Once again, every single photo on your site should be of something that you sell. Period. I don't know any other way to say that. I don't understand the meaning behind when you all do that. Someone let me know the meaning, because once again, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, so the next thing that I've noticed is when it comes to them not knowing that a boutique's website is different, they tend to not create the navigation correctly for whatever odd reason. Like, they don't know to put in like tops, bottoms, sets, or jumpsuits, jewelry, all of that stuff. It seems like they do. I can't think of an example now, and I just had it in my head right before I started filming, because it was someone's website where the designer totally effed up her navigation, and when I went in to try to fix it, he did something so weird that I had to totally delete all of her navigation and start all the way over for her entire menu, because he did not know what he was doing. I can't think of how they had it, but always remember that your navigation, which is your menu, it should be severely organized. It should be simple. It doesn't need to be complicated. People need to know how to get to certain items. Put in your tops, put in your plus size. If you're going to separate everything by size, for like plus size, regular size, separate it that way. Put your tops, your bottoms, your dresses. Everything should be separated, unless you're like me and you're doing things in collections. As you all know, mine are not separated into categories, they're separated into collections. But either way, you can still click on a certain collection and you'll still see items. You know what I'm saying? So it's organized a certain way. So if you know you're looking for blazers, then you're gonna click on the blazer or blazed collection, because I have an explanation as to what you will find in each collection. So yeah, navigation. And then the last thing about that is people that do websites from people off of Fiverr, is that those people need a lot of supervision, and that is wasting your time and your money, because you're needing to supervise them and making sure that they're doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you don't have time for that. If that's it, then once again, you might as well do the shit yourself. Like, I understand that so many people say that, oh, I don't know Shopify, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. Okay, that leads me to my next point. They're not going to teach you how to use this website. So they're going to design it and give it to you. And then if they do teach you some things, they're going to teach you very basic things. So you're going to get a website that you don't know how to use. You're going to get in more products. Guess what? You don't know how to add you don't know how to add the product to your own website. Let's say you decide, I want to start selling plus size, and that designer didn't add plus size. So now you got to try to figure out how to add the plus size items, and how to add the plus size collection, and how to add the collection to your navigation / menu. You don't know how to do any of that. Why? Because you didn't do your site yourself. You don't know how to edit things. Let's say this is something else that I thought about that they don't do. It's not, I don't even have it in my notes, but I just thought about it. A lot of people who do these, they also do not add in the right things in the footer menu. The footer menu is at the bottom. So let's say you notice that your terms and conditions, your privacy policy, or your refund policy, or whatever, any of those policies that are required by law for you to have on your website, you notice they're not there. You don't know how to get there. Why? Because you didn't design your own site. So now you don't know how to use your own site. So how are you going to make sales in the future? Let me know. How are you going to do it? You're probably not, because you didn't make your own site. So I no longer offer website design because it got to be too stressful. And people were literally thinking that I was going to do all of this stuff in all of this amount of time, when my time is also money. I'm not going to sit there and try to design a site for you when you don't have your shit together and you're not organized in 2 to 3 months. I had someone who literally thought I was going to sit and help her design a site for 5-6 months. I don't have time for that shit. So, sorry. No. So I stopped that. So what I did instead was the very last website that I designed, or just built real basic because the person wanted it to be basic at the time, I recorded every single step I did. And I also showed in those recordings how I made like certain graphics for her homepage through Canva, all of that stuff. I recorded everything. So it's about 7 videos that you all can get, and you can follow those videos step by step, and it's actually cheaper than what you will be paying for someone else to design your site. So you not only get to design your site the way I would design one, but you also learn how to do it. You learn all of the steps, you learn how to use your site, you learn how to add the products correctly, because I show you everything that you need to know as a boutique owner. And since you all are watching this video, you can grab the Shopify instructional videos that I have for $30 off. So only thing you have to do is use the code YT Shopify, and you will get those Shopify videos for $30 off. And you're still coming up cheaper than what you would be using someone on Fiverr for. And the other thing is that along with that, when you get this website, you have to know about Shopify Analytics. And I haven't really seen anyone teach that. So if you're not aware, I created a bomb-ass class. I did it live, and it was jam-packed, hour and a half. I show you how to read every single box on those Shopify Analytics. Not only that, but I tell you how to use it to your advantage and what to do in order to increase certain parts of your business. So if you want to increase your sales, I tell you how to do that. If you want to increase your traffic, I tell you how to read it and how to do that. So I don't discount that class because it's already cheap. I should increase the price on it, but I'm not. I'm trying to be nice. So yeah, definitely grab that class as well, Shopify Analytics. Now let's say you want to grab both. You want to grab both? Let me know before you do that, and I'll make sure that you get half off of your entire purchase. Well, I just have another code. So YT Shopify 50. That is if you get both of those. So if you get the Shopify setup videos and you get the Shopify Analytics class, so that way you are starting off perfectly, then you get half off of your entire purchase. If you just need the setup videos, you get $30 off of that. I will have everything in the description box, and I'll probably pin it in a comment down below as well, so you all do not miss it, because you all have to stop trying to take the easy way out. Because a lot of times in business, the easy way out is the long, wrong road. Like Portia said, wrong road, wrong road. There's nothing wrong with going on Fiverr for other things, but when it comes to your business, you need to know how to run your business, not get someone else to do a very important aspect of it, unless you know exactly how to instruct them on how to build it. So if you know exactly what to do and what not to do, then go right ahead. You can go ahead and get someone else to design the aspects of it that you're not as creative about, but you just got to make sure that you know how to use that website correctly. You got to make sure you know what to do after they are no longer available to you. All right, so the next video, I actually want to talk about trends, because now we are going into the fall winter seasons. So I want to talk about how you all can spot seasonal trends, and what to do with them, and not what to do with them, what the newest season's trends are going to be. So I'm going to let you all know what the trends are and how you can spot them. All right. So thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.